Hello and welcome to this presentation on Cascadia Behavioral Health Care. Today we are going to analyze Cascadia's mandate, problem definition, and interventions using various sociological theories. So we'll explore Marxism, liberalism, social constructionism, conflict theory, and trauma-informed care approaches and theories, and how they apply to Cascadia's approach. Let's begin by looking at the organization's origin and mandate. Cascadia Behavioral Healthcare was formed by merging 4 agencies, making it the largest mental health agency provider in Oregon. It provides integrated services, including mental health care, addiction treatment, crisis response, and housing and employment support. The agency is funded primarily through Medicaid, state contracts, donations, and grants. From a liberalism perspective, Cascadia promotes individual rights and equal access to service users for marginalized groups. Its mission aims to provide healing, homes, and hope for people experiencing mental health struggles and addiction and houselessness. Cascadia focuses on individual needs, but it also may miss a larger systematic issues like poverty and inequality. Excuse me. Cascadia addresses 3 primary issues: mental health, substance abuse, and houselessness, which are all linked to poverty. From a liberalism perspective, the agency provides treatment to help people overcome these struggles. However, the approach may overlook the larger social causes of economic inequality that need systematic change. While Cascadia offers crucial support, it focuses on individual problems, which can overlook broader societal causes or social causes. So from a Marxist point of view, mental health and addiction are symptoms of capitalism, exacerbated by inequality. So Cascadia's focus on treatment may inadvertently maintain a status quo rather than addressing root causes like poverty. Cascadia uses case management, therapy, housing support, and employment services to stabilize individuals. These interventions help in the short term, but they do not necessarily address larger systemic challenges. So Cascadia follows a trauma-informed care approach, recognizing that trauma often underlies mental health and addiction struggles, and this approach emphasizes safety, trust, and empowerment. However, Cascadia struggles to fully apply it with partners who do not prioritize trauma-informed care. So this can hinder Cascadia's ability to provide consistent, holistic care to those it serves. Eligibility for services at Cascadia actually requires certain diagnoses or Medicaid enrollment, and while this ensures necessary care, it may limit individual autonomy, as service users must follow prescribed treatment plans. So from a conflict theory perspective, this creates a power imbalance between the agency and service users. So a more flexible, user-centered approach would empower individuals to define their own recovery goals and better respect autonomy. Cascadia has a hierarchical structure, or a hierarchical organizational structure, with decisions primarily being made on the top by the top leadership. So this structure limits the input from frontline workers who may feel disconnected from the agency's decision-making processes. So from a Marxist perspective, this hierarchical structure reflects capitalist power dynamics where workers are alienated from decision-making processes. So in a more collaborative system, frontline workers would be empowered to contribute their insights and experiences, which can improve job satisfaction and morale. And this would also create a more inclusive organizational culture where workers feel valued and engaged in shaping the agency's practices. Yeah. And Cascadia uses a performance-based reward system, so tying promotions to job performance and professional development. And however, the system may not account for the complexities of social work, like high caseloads and external barriers. So from a social constructionist perspective, these metrics reflect social norms as good work, but miss the broader context. To improve morale, Cascadia should address the systematic issues such as affecting staff, such as like stress and high turnover rates, and Cascadia's opportunities to enhance its impact by addressing systematic issues that affect both service users and employees. And by expanding access to care and offering telehealth options, reducing administration burdens would improve accessibility. And for employees, advocating for better wages, improving working conditions, and promoting diversity within the workplace would help to create a more supportive environment. Cascadia could also enhance its effectiveness by forming stronger community partnerships and engaging in policy advocacy, as well as addressing the social determinants of health. And these efforts could support Cascadia's trauma-informed care approach by creating a more consistent and supportive environment for both service users and employees. And at the same time, Cascadia could or should continue to advocate for its partners to adopt a trauma-informed care approach to ensure that the care that they provide is consistent with the core values of the company. So in conclusion, Cascadia's behavioral health care plays a very vital role in addressing behavioral health challenges here in Oregon. And while its commitment to trauma-informed care is commendable, there is still room for improvement. So Cascadia's efforts can be strengthened by addressing systematic issues such as in mental health and addiction problems, and both within its own organization and through external partnerships. And by integrating sociological theories such as Marxism, liberalism, conflict theory, social constructionism, as well as trauma-informed care, Cascadia can push for broader systemic changes that will benefit both service users and its employees, ultimately creating a more equitable and sustainable system of care. So thank you for listening to this presentation, and I hope these insights offer a fresh perspective on how Cascadia can continue to expand its impact while addressing deeper structural issues.